And we're live. Hello all, hello world. This is day 208 of studying compilers every day until I land a compiler roll. Yeah, it is past 80 degrees here, which means my AC is going to be running full blast. So apologies about like the stream audio. It might be a little bit annoying, but hopefully it's all fine. Also, I'm running some long-running computation jobs in the background, so we'll see how the stream decides to lag or doesn't lag. Anyways, last time I think, we continued debugging our tests and stuff, and like it was going fine. There's one big like open, I guess, missing fee somewhere that we need to figure out what's happening with. So that might be interesting to look at. I think that's going to be the focus of today. Just like generally figuring out what happened with our cogen and just like making sure everything is fine. Yeah, so we're gonna keep doing that. Life is gonna be good, hopefully. If we have time or if I get bored, we might just continue doing the big rewrite, reformatting all of the files to better fit like proper C++ conventions that beat the ones that I initially did. But yeah, that's kind of the big goal of everything. And hopefully by the end of all of this, we should, hopefully like in a week or two, we should be in a pretty good spot. But yeah, let's go straight into it. Okay. So let's see, where are we? Git log. Yeah, we had this like little messy thing. I think something we could do this time is maybe we could compare the tests from before and after. So git status. We have all of the regenerated regression tests, so hopefully we could look at some of these and see if there's any interesting ones. Maybe like the if statement one could be interesting to look at. At least the MIR for it. So git diff if 0 or test regression expected, and then we can do MIR here, or if O0 MIR. Okay, so we just change. Wait, what? Something seems. This is a little odd at a glance. But I guess we just like change where we save things, which is like fine. I don't think that changes too much. Yeah, let's just put it side by side. If O0, we can just look at this one, I think. So this is what it looks like now. Let's see if there's any other major differences. At least in this first case, it looks like the first one is fine. What is this basic else case though? That I'm a little confused about, or at least I don't know yet. We'll take a look. So we changed that. That's all fine. Somewhere we were missing a fee though. I'm not really sure what was wrong. These all look about the same though, which is, oh wait, this is different. I see, because we handle blocks differently, which will necessarily make some issues at least. So this is the no braces test. Huh. So this is just a dead block, I think. As is that. Back to CMake? No. Hell no. Do you see the fun in GCC? What do you mean? You're gonna have to elaborate on that a little bit. Back to CMake? No, not back to CMake. We're gonna skip that for now. Let's see, the stuff at the top looks about the same. This is about the same, we just number the labels differently, actually. I think we just don't generate this dead block, which is the interesting thing. Huh. Yeah, actually, this is interesting. How do we prevent this? Yeah, it's actually really annoying. I don't really know. This was like the whole thing I was fighting with last time as well. We have these like random dead blocks, or at least orphan blocks, that are just generated and we don't do anything with. If there's a way that we can avoid generating these, that would be great. Yeah, and then that also makes like this awkward return block. So I think what we could do actually, huh. And then the other problem was there was like, actually, no, this doesn't make a lot of sense. So I guess we're just rearranging the orphan block anyway, is what it seems like is happening. Right? Yeah, it looks like we have that orphan block anyway. We just do that in a different place, it looks like. Oh my, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. So block 3 is the same, it's just we swapped, I guess, like these two blocks in a way. But these go... No, they go to different places now. Wait. What? So what is... Wait. So label 8 was just... Go to 11? Wait. 8 was the old return block. So that makes sense. And 9 is the new return block, so that, I guess, is reasonable enough. We just have to reorder things a little. Yeah, it's a little odd. I think this is all fine though, at least at a glance. I guess we have more like slop at the end here for continuation. Right? Cause those orphan blocks just point to the continuation. I shouldn't use continuation. That's like a loaded term. I guess point to the rest of the program. Let's see. What did we do before? We branched to 8 regardless, it looks like. I guess 8 was the return, but wait. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe we should change the order that we do the return block in. That might clean things up a little bit. Or at least make it easier to do direct comparison. So if we go to... Let's see. Where is this? Okay, function definition. Maybe we do this after that instead in that order. It seems like that's the sequencing that we did before. That might fix some tests, but it'll probably keep some broken. We'll see. Oh, that changes nothing. Wait, that actually just changed nothing. I think, yeah. Why didn't that change anything? Aye. There's like make params maybe. What do we do in here? We make an allocate. Oh wait, what the hell am I doing here? We should be using like the make allocate thing that I made. I think that might be causing some headache. Yeah. So let's fix that. So let's do that with type. And then this should be allocate. I'll start allocate. And then we can do that as well. What is an allocate? It's just a stack variable. So allocate a stack variable, I guess. We're just doing it in a different place, I guess. Can we do entry or where does this get saved again in the entry block? Because I think this would also want to go there. Oh, I see. We just okay. What is allocates again? It's just instructions. Huh. I guess they should all be clustered at the top, so this is probably fine, but I think this sequencing might make more sense. Yeah, I think this will have a concrete change. Or I think this order was fine. Let's rebuild it. And then make test. Okay, this fails a couple more tests as expected. Yeah, okay. So let's test regression generate. Let's just regenerate all of these and check the git log or git status, I guess. We can have a better idea of what's changed and what hasn't. So anyway, how's everyone's day? I guess I did get a haircut yesterday, which is why I didn't stream yesterday. I was in Chinatown, and I also nostalgia bought a Rubik's Cube, so yeah. This made up, or speed cubing like made up a decent portion of like my high school time, so it was nice to pick up a 5x5 at least for like $8. Yeah, if anyone else likes speed cubes, let me know. I'd be happy to yap a little bit. Yeah, it's a good time. Like everyone's way faster nowadays though. Like the like 3x3 Rubik's Cube world record's like a 3-second solve now, I think. So like it's like is going crazy now. Like the kids are going crazy. I was able to average around like 15 to 20 seconds per solve at my peak, but like yeah, I have fallen off since and forgotten a bunch of algorithms, so I'm a little bit slow now. Yeah, I used to do it very frequently. I could probably do a solve live actually. That might be funny. While we wait for this to do its thing. Let's actually do that. I use CFOP. Let's pull up CS timer. I was doing... Okay, let's just pull up a random session. While we wait for this to run. What's up, Plato's Playbook? Long time to see. Got busy, that's fair. No worries. Yeah, I'm still here though. Okay. It looks like everything is running, so I guess we'll save this for later. Let me find my Rubik's Cube though. Where did I put it? Aha. Rubik's Cube. I'll do this later while we wait for like tests to run or something. Yeah, I do first two layers. So I do cross, then first two layers at one point, and then OLL and then PLL. Okay, let's check git log. or get status. I can't tell how much stuff has changed here. It looks like some things have changed a little bit. We've just like, huh. Yeah, actually, let's get diff this again. So what has changed? So we still changed the order of these. Why is the order different? Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly that method though. So this is still different, I guess, which is really funny. Well, that's annoying. There's gotta be a... I don't know. I guess what allocate corresponds with what? Maybe the return should be ordered first then. Let's just rebuild it like that. And then let's regenerate tests again. This will give me time as well to do this. So we'll do this real quick. Let's tilt the camera down. Get a little bit of a room reveal in some sense. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall. This will be funny. So if you see up here, there's a scramble it provides. This doesn't actually like, it's boring to solve it in just like reversing that. So I'll just follow that scramble. There's like very specific notation for what each thing corresponds to. So like I'm on L2 right now. So left 180 degrees, R2 is right 180 degrees, U2, R, D, F prime. So F prime is counterclockwise. And then R2. So this is the scramble. Usually in competition you're given like 15 seconds of inspection time. If you cheat and reverse it, you're boring. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm quite slow now though. That was bad. Yeah. So I've definitely gotten I've gotten a lot slower over time, but I'm still able to like kind of solve. Anyways, enough of the Rubik's Cube. Let me fix my camera now. Cool, okay. Dust. Oh, I just turned dynamic lighting on. No, no, please no. How do I cycle brightness? Okay, there we go. Anyways, enough of that dilly-dallying. I also messed up my lighting. Oh, I turned dynamic. God damn it. Okay. We're gonna struggle with hardware for a second. And, like, deal with dust real quick. Okay. That's dusted. I need to change the batteries in this thing. Yeah, I was definitely, like, faster before. It's a lot of fun. I would suggest at least learning how to solve a Rubik's Cube if you don't know how. Okay, let's see, does this work? Why doesn't it work? Okay, what the Alright, 1 second, let's see. Okay, it is plugged in. So let's just turn the light bar off. This thing literally has battery now. But, okay, what the hell? Yes, this is plugged in. I know it's plugged in. What the fuck? Okay, I'm getting criminally trolled here. Okay, this is fine. We'll worry about this later. Ah, that's really annoying. Let me finish dusting off the stuff that fell off. How much is a good cube? Honestly, you could get away with really cheap. Let me find a good recommendation, actually. So, this is where I bought all my cubes when I was a kid. I imagine there's still, like... I imagine it's still a pretty good website for it, though. If you want, like, a budget cube... I think this one was fine last time I checked. But, like, if you really wanted to be budget, there was a very specific recommendation people liked. I think it was... I think they made it? Yeah, this one. This one is very nice. $6. It's quite fast, quite smooth. But you could probably like get equivalent quality anywhere from like the aside from this, I think like the $10 to like $20 range is probably generally really good to look at. I'm not sure how prices have changed, but yeah, this is my recommendation. You could get it with like magnets as well. I think it feels nice. A lot of people like magnets, some people don't. I think generally people like magnets now, so yeah. Anyways, that's that little tangent. Maybe I should stream that instead of coding. That might be more fun. I don't know. Anyway, before I get too distracted, oh my god, there's more dust. Okay, get status. Okay, so we still have all of the tests, I guess. Let's diff this again. This is still the same. Subnautica 2 stream. That could be fun. Maybe I should stream variety content at some point, but we'll see how time permits for it. Oh, duh. Of course nothing's gonna change here. This is just based on the order that I do things with, what's it called? With binary op. We should fix this order. Let's see. So then we should compute left first. Yeah, so let's actually do like stupid order to preserve test correctness, or minimize test disturbance during ports. Temp ordering. Yeah, so we set this, and then we do right, and then we set prev expr to left buff. Yeah, I think, I don't know. I'm definitely more, I'm very loud, at least when playing games. So that might be a little bit less entertaining. I'm also not sure how well the content would do, just given like the type of viewer base I have here. So it might be like a one and done sort of thing. But we'll see what happens. Like, would you really like maybe you would watch the Primogen play like GTA or something. I don't know. But like, I imagine for a lot of people who like only care about his content and less about like him as a person, it's very easy to be like, nah, I don't want to watch this, and that really does hurt the algorithm. So like, I think at least strategically it wouldn't make a lot of sense to do. But I could like give it a shot maybe, or make like a second channel. I don't know. I want the focus of this channel to at least stay programming related, and then like I have unlisted videos for like all the other random stuff I need like updating. Alright, let's regenerate this. This is gonna be slow, but that's fine. Yeah. I get too frustrated when they skip over something and struggle with the thing they skip for over an hour. You say this, but like I kind of do this when I code anyway, so it's like, right? Like it's pretty funny. What's up, Tara? Have a good stream. Wish you luck today. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. It's good to see you around. let's see. While we wait for this. Good, how about you? I'm doing alright as well. Yeah, this is the main fun thing I have today, at least. Okay, so this did not change one bit, actually. That's really odd. Why are all the tests different? Wait, what? Oh, that has no changes. Okay, so we cleaned up some of them, actually, with that, I think. This list is... Oh, wait, am I blind? Oh, actually, yeah. We got rid of a lot of, like, the O1 differences, I think. Okay, so then... Git diff source. What did we change? Let's see. I guess we could add partial, right? Okay, so then git add -p source. So we can add hunks at a time. So let's do this first. So let's stage this, and then we skip everything else here. So this change we did was at the top here. This is, I should check if there's anywhere else that we make an alloc explicitly. I guess not, so that's good. Use make alloc, make alloc? Make alloc with params. Also, that would show up in git diff test regression input params. Alright, this should be expected. Let's check params. O0.mir. Okay, we still have changes here. Yeah, we store them in a different order. That's not good. But like, that's fine, but like, that's not good. What is... Why is the order different? Maybe we created it in the opposite order in the old version? I think that's what happened, at least. Where do we even look? Source, front end, I think in like here maybe. Oh my god, there is so much mess. Was it even here? Add parameter, okay. Allocate and then store. Okay, so we did actually just like separate this out, interestingly enough. That doesn't make a lot of sense though. That means we didn't have like a make allocate helper, which definitely changes the way we want. I guess that definitely changes the way our code looks then, huh? So then what do our tests look like then for the time? Regression, expected. Let's look at like, I guess params, obviously. So params O0.mir. Wow. Okay, so we did just handle them differently, or like after all of those, I guess, which makes sense. Does it make sense? So this has two params. So then these happen after. Wow. I guess sure we like reorder it then, but like that doesn't change a lot. Like, we reorder it here, but why are they going into different... Maybe we, like, hoist allocates somewhere? Is that what's happening? Not params. Aha. Wait, no, that's fine. Okay, yeah, so we do like splice them on, which I guess kind of makes sense. Wow. I didn't even think about this before. This is actually just worse. This is actually just like worse to think about. How do you determine what gets stack allocated and what goes to register? Everything is stack allocated to begin with, and then mem2reg handles the rest of that. If a variable gets like used as like an address, then it stays stack allocated. Otherwise, it's, I guess, promotable. That's the logic I use. Okay, so this like really sucks actually. Wow. So what do we do with entry block? Or where does allocates go? Oh wait, we do splice it. What? Ah, do we have to... Do we have to uncommit this? Git undo commit. (1). Git log. Okay, so then are these changes still there? Yes, okay. Git restore stage dot. Okay, there we go. So we want to undo this change, actually, which is really funny. Yeah, we'll worry about doing that in a second. So right now what we're trying to do is get as close to parity with like the original set of tests. So then we can say like our new front end works the exact same. Then we can start reordering things and like cleaning code up. Yeah. Make allocate. Let's actually just yoink that. Oh, whoops. So let's change here then. Am I blind? Oh, duh. I know what changed here. That's the only change. Okay. So we can get rid of, like, we can despecify some things. So, like, here we don't need that. There we definitely don't need that. Okay, that one we did need. That one we don't need. Okay, cool. Just out of curiosity, let's try this again. And while we're doing this, let's just commit some stuff. Is MR mean middle end error or machine instruction middle end? Because I'm not very I'm not very creative if it wasn't obvious. Let's see. Let's actually just, can we just restore all the tests? I'm lazy. Yeah, let's add partial this. Let's do all of this deduplication for now. Oh my god, I forgot to add. Okay, we need to do that real quick. So we want the allocate. Need that. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's fine. Where did that go? Where did that whole function go? Okay, we're here. Replace with make allocate. Yeah, so that lets us keep parity. So let's do that. Let's add that. Let's add that. Let's add that. Let's not add that. Let's not add that. Let's not add. Let's not add that. Let's add that. Let's add that. How do we get stage partial hunk? Oh, I see. Okay. So get add dash p. And then we need to do what? What's this again? So it's what? Get add. Oh wait, this is what we've been doing. So n and so then what? S. So this we want. This we don't want. That we don't want. Okay. Currently putting everything on the stack. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think as long as you have like a mem to reg thing, that should be fine. Like if you have like a mem to reg helper function or like a mem to reg pass, I think that largely alleviates everything. Yeah. That's like the canonical way of doing SSA construction. Don't yet? Okay, yeah. Hell yeah. We love to see it. Yeah, SSA construction just like by hand is like kind of annoying. So it's a lot more fun to do this way, I think. Okay, and all of this is oh, get add dash p again, or yeah, let's do that. And n, yes. Test reordering, or reordering stability thing. Okay, so now let's regenerate tests again. It's gonna take an eternity. Hopefully this is more stable. I'm not sure why these are using pointer 1 though. So I removed HR? Yes, that has been what I've been doing for the past like week or two. It just added a little bit of extra, like it added extra bloat. I think like it didn't really serve a unique purpose. If I want to like do type checking, I may as well just do it on the AST directly. Yeah, like everything I want to do, I can just do directly on the AST, I think. There are some like pains here, but I think it's like, I don't know, it just didn't really add anything and it only added more overhead. So I think this is better. Specifically the issue I was running into was like preserving enough information to properly generate like pointer dereference on left-hand side of an equal sign. That was causing a lot of problems. So this is probably like the cleanest way to go about fixing it, which is really funny because it's pretty freaking awful. Yeah. Yeah, how did we generate the return allocate before? I think that is what I'm curious about here. So where do we make ret allocate? Oh, we literally just make it at the top here? Well, I guess that sequencing makes sense now. That's really stupid. But okay. So we do flip it. We do flip it here, I think. Wait, we don't even flip it then. We just this is so stupid. We don't even use make allocate here. What am I doing? Let's yoink the stuff from the return allocate. So make allocate. So we want this, and then we want this to be allocate. Aye. We get that. Let's do this like that. Yeah. And instead of allocate, instructions. Because why would we be normal with this? Yeah, let's do that. And then we want to put params after this, I think, actually. Or maybe we put this at the top, like this. And move to a more reasonable spot. Oh, we need type. God damn it. Okay. So now, make build. I'm paused currently while I try to logic my way through short-circuiting logic and SSA. What do you mean by that, at least? If you're talking about like short-circuiting operators, I also have to think about that. But I think like you just split it up, right? Like you would with any other expression. Let's regenerate tests. Oh, look, it fixes it. Okay, we figured it out. We need to figure out the rest of this change, though. This is very scary to me. So the rest of this is just exclusively based off our like block problems that we had before. But yeah, this is definitely forwards progress in some sense, some very sick and twisted sense. Yeah, this will take a second to build. Okay, so now if we get status, the number of tests is still very high, but for different reasons now, I think, right? So if we get diff test, yeah, so like this sequencing is different now, right? Yeah, so like we just load in a different order now, which is strange. What the fuck? Wait. We just generate these in the... So these live in different places. These... Oh. God damn it. Wait, what the fuck? Wait. So we add from pointer 1 and pointer 6 here. And then here we do the same thing, but these are in the opposite load order. What the fuck? Anyone else particularly irritated by this? So we just gotta invert the order of those loads, I guess. Yeah. so this doesn't even work. This doesn't work as well as we expected it to. Wait. So here we don't use make allocate for some really stupid reason. Okay. Man, this is pissing me off a little bit now. Okay, so which of these is a use prev expr versus a load? So if it's wow. Okay, we might just want to duplicate this at the top. This is really stupid. Move this back. Left handling back. So we're just gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And then let's see. Let's just copy this entire if tree. And then down here, we don't even care. So, like, that's fine. Right? So we'll just do that, I think. We'll just do that for now as a buffer. This is so scuffed. Does anyone else understand how ridiculous this is, by the way? What the fuck? Ah. Okay, we need to do this first, I think. Which is really funny. Okay, so we have... Okay, so all I'm doing here is... I guess all of the helper functions I'm writing have side effects inherently, because I'm using them as like macros. So the ordering of those side effects matter because then I insert instructions in a different order. So to try and keep this as like close to parity with the original test output, I'm doing this bullshit, I guess. And hopefully this will suck less as a result of it. So that's why we need to generate left before, and we also need to like do all this like side effect shit before as well, I think. Yeah. Okay, so then make build. I see. That playing around in Godbolt is probably like a reasonable way to go about it. Yeah, or at least looking at like what O0 does with it. I'm a little bit curious about that as well. Oh my. So this seg faults now. Why the fuck does this seg fault? Why is this seg faulting? Ah. Okay, lock in. Left is still the same type. Wait, what the hell did I change here? Why am I writing this like this? This is really stupid. Yeah, this is just like, this is going to hell. Like why do I do this cyclically? Why is this site faulting? Panic, or build, source, driver, panic, test, regression input. Let's give it like params. I'm sure this is something really stupid. It shouldn't be that bad. To MIR 471. What? Why did I have to reorder that again? Why the fuck? Okay, we're gonna comment that out. We're just gonna put it up here. And that will fix everything. This is so stupid. Why am I doing this? No garbage files? Okay. So let's... Okay, there we go. All good. Okay, so this fixed most of the stuff, I think, but we now have like another regression there. Here and there, actually. Oh, right. We need to fix some things as well, I think. What the hell did we break? This is not going to plan. This is really not going to plan. Huh. And then do we use PrevExpert here at all? Oh, I see. We need to also set PrevExpert here. Okay, so let's see. Auto prev expert buff equals. I promise this is sensible. So you can do that. And then prev expert equals prev expert buff. That breaks some things. That's interesting. I imagine it's something to do with the way I did that before. We'll find out why that's breaking though. I think SSA tests were breaking anyways, so like this is probably a good thing. That did not fix it. That's not good. What changed? What did I change here? So those two are like sane. Oh, I put this in the wrong place. I see. So this goes down here as well. Or actually... let's just yoink that as well. We'll just order it like that. Yeah, this was like the original sequencing we had, so this kind of works out. Yeah, so this shouldn't break anything. Or this should unbreak everything. So now if we edit this after that runs, okay, this fixed that. So now if we look here, like this has some issues still. Why does it have issues? Huh. That's not supposed to have those. Yeah, wait. What the hell? Is there like an evaluation order thing that I'm messing up? Or like, what's causing this to break at least? Maybe LEA might be interesting to look at as well, or yeah, like okay. So load. Oh. Okay, that sequencing is definitely wrong. Okay, so that's actually a good bug to spot. So we need to check our call expr. Okay. Wait, what the fuck? Oh. Wait. What? Wait, what was I doing here? Sweet, wait. What the fuck? Okay. Sorry, I'm getting really frazzled right now. Why is this order backwards? This looked like it was fine. This looks correct. In theory, I think we just like we evaluate these in a different order. We're loading left and then right here, which should be correct, but I think that means we did it the other way before. Is that why this is happening? What the fuck? Ask Claude? Hell no. I've done more than enough of that. I think it's time to try to minimize that again. Okay. Let's do left and then we do right. What? Am I going insane? What? Oh, that's a thing? Anyway. The more you know about Tmux. Okay. Let's see. Man, this looks so bad. This actually looks so freaking bad. Um, yeah, it looks like this is just an ordering thing then. Or like an eval order thing, I guess. Oh, my brain's getting fried regardless. I don't think that changes anything. But what the f... So this is just... What? Why is this ordered back? What the f... So I literally just need to swap the order of these, and it'd be fine, I guess. So why are these evaluated in the other order? Or why were they before the other way? Or it looks like the order is fine. It's just... What? There's gotta be some other really obscure ordering thing that I've gotten wrong. What? Maybe my up parsing is backwards then, actually. Right? So what does this function do again? This is call chain. It's just this. Or wait, no, we call sixth, right? Or we do this thing here. So here... Okay, so at first we just call sixth, which is correct in both cases. We store that result in something that we never use. Next, we store 0 into the putter, which is correct. So then here... So now here is where it diverges. So evaluate the call first. Interesting. Or I guess that makes sense, because there's nothing to really evaluate on the other side, other than like a load, I guess. So then why is... Wait, what? So why is the sequencing backwards then? Right? Like... So in the old one, we're evaluating right side first. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, hold up. Wait. So do we evaluate right side first? Is that what's happening? No. What? Huh? Okay, wait. This is confusing as hell. Yeah, this is always the case for all of these, it looks like. If there's an instance where we add in the correct order, though, that will have me confused. Okay, and then this is like the assembly, that's fine. Sure. More assembly. Okay, let's... Okay. Oh man. Jesus, what is happening here? So specifically with calls, that something is going wrong, I think. Um. Huh. Alright. Oh, I guess that kind of makes sense. Because the call is something we evaluate before. So in this instance, the ordering necessarily does change, I guess. That I think we can't. I think that one we can't guarantee parity for. Right? Actually, we can. I think we can. We just have to do more insane stuff here. Okay. So let's do... Oh, man. Let's do it like this. And then... Let's evaluate right next. And then this should all be correct. Right? We need this down here. Alright, no, we need like this. Right? Or wait. And then, what the hell are we doing here? So evaluate all of that. So then here we actually figure out left. And then here we should actually figure out right. So we want like prev expert equals right. Use, or right equals use prev expert. And then we reset there. I think that does about what we wanted to do, but like, holy fuck. What have we cooked? Yeah, this whole goal of parity did not go completely to plan, obviously. There's a little more pain than I expected. Or get status. And then, what the fuck? Ah? This does not make a lot of sense. Let me read messages real quick. Okay, anyway. Why? What the hell? Okay, so I definitely messed something up somewhere, I think. This should not be the difference that exists now. I think. Or maybe we do just have an extra load somewhere, right? What's up, Niraj? I'm trying to make my test output the same as it was the first time around. It is not going very well. Correctness isn't like literally just like, is it correct? Okay, so this makes sense. We have type. We figure out what left is. Then we figure out what right is. And then we reset that. Okay. Jesus Christ, this is getting really ugly. What the fuck, though? Why is this borked? Where did that load go? Oh, we moved it to the middle, but we didn't? What? So it's not assignment, this is an actual op that we have to load. Here we load from it. Yeah, that makes sense. Roughly. Yes, I'm just intensely staring at my code. God forbid, God forbid I actually try to lock in. Yeah, this all should be correct now at least. Yeah, this looks like it should be good. So why is that? I don't think I changed anything, but... Does this rebuild again? Okay, no. So then... Let's just rerun that. And then... That's still burked. Why is there a missing load? Or something? What? Something has gone wrong here. Right, this should be fine. I don't know, what if we change that order back to that? Right? And then we rerun that. Menu are just slow again. This doesn't make sense. Yeah, okay, so now we're back to doing things correctly. So what gives, right? It's very confusing. Unless that was the change. Or it changed one thing but it broke another thing. It seems like. Right? Because if we scroll up here, yeah, it looked like it just broke that and only that. Working on automatic exposure. Ooh, that seems cool. Is LEA the assembly instruction? Yes. Wait, what the fuck? I tried selling debugging. Well, that would cause my code to break. Like, it would cause it to segfault. So, I do not think that would be very helpful here, actually. I think that would be very counterproductive. So I'm not going to do that. So what was I trying to do here? I think... Oh, man. So this was the state we were in before, when it was fine. Or fine-ish. The thing we want to do is we want to move this U's above, pretty much. All of this stuff, I think. Right? Unless we want to do... Actually, no, this order should be fine. The sequencing necessarily should be fine. Right? The other thing I could do is I could just manually check all of this by hand and see where all the changes are. If it's all in this sort of form, then like I don't really care about it, to be honest. If we can like prove that this is the only form of like test parity difference. Alright, let's filter by MIR. So we looked at that. These are like label differences which we need to reconcile still. What the hell? Instead of 23 and 24, this is 19 and 24. Or actually, wait. No, I think I was correct about this reordering, necessarily. So let's yoink that. Let's put this up here. And this should be prev expr. And then here we should set prev expr equals right. None of this should affect that, at least. Okay, so this should be correct, necessarily. Right, so we wanna visit the children first. Oh, duh. We need to change left. Okay, so we need to do prev expr equals left. And then we do right, like that. Okay. I think that's what was causing the correctness issue. So now if we do this, I think it should be fine. Yeah, this takes a second. This takes more than a second. Let's see how this looks. This looks spick and span? Wait, that's huge. Okay, so we did fix it. We did fix the sequencing, which is really good. It looks really freaking ugly, but we did fix the sequencing, at least. So that is good. So now get diff, or get status. We still have a billion tests. But none of them are call chain, which is good. Get diff test, or let's just run the previous diff again. Okay, so now all of these are branch related, I think. These all look very branch related now. Just for simplicity, let's filter by O0. So here we just generate different branches, I think, or at least the way we do it is different. And then this is odd. We have an extra allocate for some reason. Oh man. What the hell? Okay. Okay, and then numbers are like off by 1 for the rest of this because of that, I guess, which, sure. Well, I don't know where this extra allocate comes from, but we'll worry about that in a second. This is more of the block ordering thing. What the hell? Oh, I see. We rearranged it. Okay, sure. That makes sense. More renamed blocks. We really do need to figure out this, like, if statement child thing, because that causes a lot of problems, I think. Like, what is happening here as well? That is interesting. Why do we have an extra allocate? Put her 0, we put her 1. Oh, because we make more temporaries. Okay, that's kind of inevitable then. I think that's fine. I'm perfectly fine making more temporaries. Yeah, we need more temporaries anyways, just because of the way we handle this, right? Unless, wait, are the semantics of this different? Wait, hold up. So this is sub equals. We should look at that. This is definitely very important. So we have A equals, let's look at the add test. So A equals 1. So we do that here, nice. Originally, okay, so what the fuck? So we take it, we add, but we should store it back to the pointer, is what we're missing. We're storing it to a new pointer, which is wrong. Okay. So we need to fix that. So it's an opposite. Okay, we should just make the res pointer as well, I think, separately at this point then. Wow. What is prevexpert in? Prevexpert's left. The result of left. So this should be... we should do... So we want is assignment. What the fuck am I doing here? Why am I doing this? Oh, I see. This makes complete sense actually now. We should just put this at the end for clarity then, I think. I think the LSP gave up on me for a second, which is really funny. Okay, so that should fix this test now, at least. Hopefully. So if it's assignment, then we set it to prevexpr. Otherwise, we make an allocate. Yeah, because we want it to assign to the thing. Otherwise, we make it temporary. Okay. It looks like all the op tests disappeared, which is nice. We have a lot of output to look at. Yeah, so all of the op tests disappeared, which is a good change, I believe. So now if we look at op... Jesus Christ, what was I doing there? So op o0.mir... Yeah, no changes, or no differences. So now let's run the diff one more time. Yeah. So this is a branching-based difference. That's another branch-based difference. That's another branch-based difference. This is something completely different. What the hell is the preprocessor doing here? Why is there another load there? I think that was supposed to be there, we just missed it before. So that's fine, I think, right? Right? Wait. What the fuck? So you start at 0. Oh, we just reordered it. Okay. But wait, what? What the fuck am I doing? Wait. That's just an extra load then, for no reason. Did we just generate an extra load? The preprocessor? Okay, what does the preprocess input look like? Because we didn't change that one bit. Oh. I see, okay. That lives in one of the tests in whatever the hell we loaded from, which is fine. We'll worry about that when we get there. We're still there. Okay. That's not good. We're storing a null pointer, I think. Right? Or we're storing a null value into something. What? This was fine before. It appears our ordering for something is wrong. What the fuck? What? Okay, wait, what the hell is happening here? Where are these extra parameters coming from? What? Okay, I'm lost again. This is so stupid. Here we have another order difference. Or we have an extra load. This was the actual test, I think, that was confusing us. But I think this one we necessarily did change, the putter test. Right? No, we didn't. Wait, what? This is address deref. So we made 5. Oh, did we just like rearrange it? Or is that extraneous actually? That might be what's happening. Okay, we'll worry about the address operator later on, but I think that's pointed to a couple of things that are a little bit odd. So let's just write notes out here. Something's wrong with prototype. Or let's get the obvious one on here as well. So like if continue block issues, something's wrong with prototype. Something's wrong with deref or address slash deref, or I think just address to be honest. Where is this? Okay, and then, yeah, we just have, like, extraneous stuff now. So there is just something wrong with deref, I think. Or derefing an address, as I've written it. But only that, it looks like. What do we return here? We return 7, which is 2, which is the putter. So this is just address. I think it's the address operator that's going wrong, specifically. But we'll worry about that in a bit. That might be a next time thing even, actually. I don't want to think about this. Okay, it looks like our runtime library has something going on. I'm not sure where all of these allocates are coming from. Or where all these stores are coming from, at least. Something seems off. Something seems very off. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, this is more like block-related things I'm less concerned about for now. Okay, so we've kind of grouped just like the remaining test output stuff. So what did we change in source? Oh boy. Let's just do this. Let's not stage that. Let's not stage that. Let's split this up more. Yeah, we commented that out. More parity slop for binary op. reorder. What's this called again? Prev Expr in binary opt for clarity. What's up, Buzz? It's good to see you. How many days are you at? How many days are you at? Okay, I think this is a good place to be though. We have 5 commits. Git push. Yeah, we'll worry about the rest of this next time. For now, I think this is a good place to call it a stream though. Thank you all so much for showing up today. If you haven't already, like the stream, sub to the channel. It does help out a lot with the algorithm. If you wanted to drop a comment on the VOD as well, that would also help a lot. Check out the description. My Discord is there. 20 for today. Nice. Good to hear. Keep it up. Yeah. Check out the description. My Discord is there. Best place to get pinged and or chat with everyone else. Also, my GitHub sponsors is there if you want to give me money. Yeah, I guess that's kind of. I think I want to simplify the ending spiel, so I think I'll leave it at that. Take care, y'all. Take it easy, and I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully.